Hey everybody, I am super excited to share more techniques using stencils. I think you guys have enjoyed them, and I do only have 5 techniques to share. A couple of these were suggested in the comments, so thank you guys so much for I guess reminding that about these techniques. I already knew about them, I just forgot them. There's so many different things you can do with stencils. Alright, so I have a couple techniques. So the first one I'm going to start with is lifting up the ink. And this one is definitely probably one of the more well-known techniques, and I just had forgotten about it. So someone had suggested doing it, or they had mentioned it in the comments. So I am going to use, let's just do, I'm going to use peacock feather because it's here. So what you do is you layer on some ink, and I'm just using some regular white cardstock. It definitely doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Alright, so we have this stencil. Then I'm going to take a paper towel. I'm going to spray a little bit of water on there. You can use a baby wipe as well. I don't have any, so I'm going to use a paper towel. And you just want to get it a little bit damp. And you can lift up some of that color. So you could see here, it lifted up some of that color, and because it's distressed oxide ink, it will kind of oxidize as well. So you could see parts here where it kind of pulled up where I got too much water. I think a baby wipe is probably the best, but again, if you don't have one, you can just wet a paper towel. All right, so that is lifting up the ink with the stencil. Really great, easy idea. All right, next one is going to be another one where you're going to lay down some color. Whoops. Okay, and then we're going to go in with the stencil. And this one is tone on tone. So the idea of this is you're just darkening up areas with the stencil and kind of give it a subtle look. You can see there. Really cool. I love this stencil. It's the painted lines from brush stroke waves from Studio Katia. So what I'm going to do is run this through the die cut machine. So you have a stenciled background that you've already done, and you can use it with your dies. So this is really cool as well. So I'm going to do that. Alright, so I die cut out the word hey. This one I didn't get a good spot on there where I honestly really wasn't paying attention where I was die cutting, but I think you guys get the point. This is a really easy way just to kind of make a quick card. You don't have a lot of time, but you want, you know, some interest in different textures and a different look to your card. You can even just layer this on to some regular cardstock. Let me find some here. Just right in the center here. Hey. You know, really simple and easy. So that is another technique. Now we're going to get into the next one, which is going to be embossing with the stencil on black cardstock and then using Alchemy Wax. So I had already embossed this with a star stencil, and it doesn't give you like a really deep impression. If you maybe put some shims, it might give it a little bit better impression. But I mean, it's just another way to use your stencils and kind of stretch the products that you already have. And again, most of these ideas are not, I did not make them up. I have been making cards for almost 10 years, so some of them are quite old and just kind of putting them all together for a video. All right, so I have some of the Art Alchemy Wax. If you're not familiar with this is just a metallic wax, and you can use it for so many different things. So I'm just going to brush my finger over top here. So you could see, get a little bit more. And there's so many different colors, so really cool effect there. All right, the next technique is going to be stamping through your stencils. I'm going to use this circle stencil from Prima. Sorry for my squeaky chair. Because it has larger areas, and that's going to give you the best result if it has kind of larger areas. I tried on this stencil here with the stars. It showed up pretty well with the larger stars, but the smaller ones it didn't really do very good. So I'm just going to use what I have on my desk here and make sure that I have enough here. All right. And you don't want to use a stamp block when you're doing this technique, because you need to make sure that you're getting a nice impression. And because the stencil obviously is a little bit raised, you need to make sure that you can kind of press in those areas that you want the stamped image to be. And you could do this with you could do this with script stamps, more like background kind of stamps, because then you just kind of get a nice texture. Okay, there we go. And you could see there, we got some circled, textured, the sun is like blaring right in my window. Sorry about that, you guys. So you guys get that idea? All right, so the last technique, I'm going to be using some foil. This is rub-on foil from Prima. This foil, you do not need you don't need to run it through any machine for it to adhere. You just use adhesive, or they have double-sided rub-ons, Prima does, and you can use the foil with those as well. But today we're going to use a stencil because this is a stencil video, and I'm going to be using some spray adhesive. I'm going to actually spray this off camera, only because the adhesive gets everywhere. I'm going to be using, sorry for my squeaky chair, I'm going to be using the 3M multi-purpose adhesive. This is like super heavy duty adhesive. I don't think you need something this heavy duty. Alright, so we have that sprayed down, and I did want to say you need to have a warm, soapy dish full of water, because it should be warm, especially if you're going to be using some spray adhesive, so you can get that adhesive off of your stencil. Alright, so we're going to use the foil. I have some here, and they come in so many different colors, and they come 6 to a pack, I believe, 2 of each color. And I'm just going to lay this down. Oh, let me show you guys really quickly. You could see the adhesive on there. I just did some lines, some basic lines here. And I want to try to get this straight, because it will come up crinkly if I put it on crinkly. All right, there we go. Let's smooth it out. Come on. All right, there we go. It's not the perfect transfer, but you can always go in and do some more. There we go. Okay. So this would be really cool for an idea for a Christmas card using some red foil. All right, so I had thought of another idea using the foil. So you have a stencil that is fairly larger, like there's some larger areas here. And I have some of these Nuvo glue pens. This one is a medium glue pen, and this one is a precision glue pen. So I'm gonna see how they work. I haven't tried this out, so I don't know if it will, but we're going to kind of fill in some of these larger ones. Sorry you guys, my allergies are acting up. And this stencil is extremely dirty, so it's going to transfer so much other stuff. Okay. All right, then I'm going to take the precision pen and I'm going to just outline some of these smaller. Let's do this one. It kind of puts out a lot of glue, so I don't know how it's going to. Okay. All right. Whoops. I'm gonna lift it up. Maybe. There we go. Yeah, I think this precision pen just is too much. It might be a little bit too much glue going on here, but it does give you an idea. So I'm going to find my foil here. And it needs to be a little bit tacky, so we're just going to wait just a second. Alright, so we're just going to lay down the foil, and they're going to be a little bit wonky. Alright, I don't think the glue is tacky enough yet. I think it's still pretty wet. There we go. Alright, not the best idea, but maybe there is another glue pen that is a little bit better. I probably should have waited a little bit longer because it wasn't as dry as it should be, like this one is now. It's pretty tacky. Or it just might not be strong enough, to be honest. I don't know. I just wanted to share another idea. These ones where I use the precision glue pen would be kind of cool for more like a mixed media project. But yeah, just another idea, although probably I would call it a fail, to be honest. But I'm going to leave it in just so I can maybe, if you guys have other ideas for glue pens that might work a little bit better. For this technique, I absolutely love the Nuvo glue pens for tons of different things, but for this technique, maybe there is another one that might work a little bit better. But that is going to complete this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. Also, you can share it on social media. It really helps me out. Let YouTube know that you guys are enjoying my content, and also leave me a comment down below. So any interaction, whether it's a thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, share, whatever you do, helps YouTube recommend my videos to other crafters, which is very important. And let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. I want to thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.